Hi, I'm Joanie Spencer, Editor-in-Chief of Commercial Baking, and I am here at NEXUS, and we just wrapped up an incredible executive panel at the NextGen Leadership Forum, and I'm catching up with Bradley Cain from Cain Food Industries and Lili Economakis from Aspire Bakeries, and these are the co-chairs of ABA's NextGen Baker. You guys, this was an incredible panel, and they talked about a lot of important things, and as leaders of NextGen Baker, while you're kind of growing in your leadership roles, what were some of the key things that really resonated with you from this panel? Bradley?
I think one of the things that really resonated with me was Clay's answer to kind of his idea of learning to lean into success and how do you seize the day, and his quote from David Murphy of make today be the best day ever. And basically his idea of not waiting for the next thing to be over to kind of focus on what you're doing. Just make today the best you can be and not wait for later.
Yeah, I actually wrote that down. Make today the best day ever. I need to remember that for myself. Lili, what about you? What resonated with you?
For me, it was about the company's values and mission statement and how the leaders of the company live that every day, and the culture of the company, living it every day and being present. So, and also tying it to the success of the company, that if your mission statement and your values resonate, then it will again also create the company to be very positive in the results as well.
Absolutely. I did like how they talked about tying the mission and values to something tangible, like the success of the company. And then you mentioned culture, and that is something, you guys, that I saw permeated throughout the entire conversation. Everybody mentioned culture. Culture is something that this industry has not really focused on historically. How do you see this as like an indicator of the future of the industry? How is culture focusing on that propelling us forward?
Well, I think culture within the industry is very important, especially with post-COVID, people working from home, remote. How do you interact with each other as a team? How do you promote, foster a culture of innovation and ideas and sharing? And I think culture is extremely important, and it's a challenging thing to get right now. And I think it's just something very important to focus on.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Lili?
Well, our next generation of the workforce looks for that culture as well. That's part of their interview of the company, that if the culture doesn't match what their needs are, it's not going to be a good fit. So it's part of that selling cycle to retain your employees. If you have committed and communicated the culture of the company and they're on board for the start, you're going to have a long-term workforce with the company as well.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, I think you did an amazing job facilitating this conversation with some really iconic leaders in our industry. And I also just want to say thank you for the leadership that you provide, not only for Aspire and Cain, but also for the baking industry and ABA membership through NextGen Baker. So thank you so much for all that you do and for your leadership.
Thank you, Joanie.